Welcome to this explainer on a truly transformative design concept. If you've ever stared at a blank, totally uninspired wall and felt like the space was just missing a pulse, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're exploring exactly how to elevate interior spaces by bringing nature indoors. And to be clear, we aren't talking about adding a few potted plants in the corner. We're talking about bespoke, botanical design at a massive architectural scale. Okay, so here's our blueprint for today. We're going to start by defining the botanical mural, move into curating your mural style, look at spatial strategy in rooms, and finally, we'll dive right into the direct-to-wall advantage. Let's jump straight into Section 1, defining the botanical mural. So what exactly separates a true botanical mural from a standard home improvement fix? Well, when we talk about a botanical mural, we mean large-scale nature applied straight to your wall. This isn't off-the-shelf stuff. It's completely bespoke. Whether you're looking for a single, highly sculptural statement tree or maybe a delicate canopy of greenery, it's engineered for your specific color palette and the exact physical scale of your unique space. Now, contrast this custom approach with traditional wallpaper. I mean, we all know the struggle, right? The repeating patterns, the messy adhesives, and those inevitable peeling corners and bubbling seams that just drive us crazy. A custom mural, on the other hand, is tailored perfection. It gives you total control at a true architectural scale, but without any of the peeling, sticking, or swearing. So I really want you to reconsider your design limitations right now. Why rely on a factory-printed, repeating pattern when you have the option to think so much bigger? Imagine commanding the entire architecture of a room with a single sweeping piece of art. It's a real game changer. Moving right along to Section 2, curating your mural style. As an expert guiding your space's transformation, I can tell you that you have a remarkably rich catalog to draw from here. Picture a massive, sweeping statement tree anchored behind a sofa, or delicate cherry blossom branches making brilliant use of negative space. We've got soft watercolor greenery or clean birch forest silhouettes that offer this beautiful, minimalist Scandinavian calm. The options are vast, for sure, but the choice is always highly intentional. And notice how dramatically you can shift the entire mood of a room. On one end of the spectrum, dense jungle and rainforest designs create a bold, highly dramatic statement. It's lush, it's loud. But on the other hand, botanical line art uses minimal leaves and muted tones for an incredibly modern, understated aesthetic. Your style choice literally dictates the entire atmosphere of the space. Take forest and woodland designs, for instance. We use these highly evocative styles to introduce layered trees and a real misty depth into a room. It actually softens the hard architectural edges of a space, making it feel deeply serene, highly immersive, and truly alive. Okay, that brings us to Section 3, spatial strategy and rooms. True design expertise isn't just about picking a pretty picture. It's about strategic placement. It's about matching the architectural space with the perfect botanical style to engineer a very specific psychological vibe. In a bedroom, you want restful energy, so we'd recommend a forest or single tree. For a café, you need a vibrant, photogenic backdrop, and that is exactly where bold tropical foliage shines. Nurseries thrive on whimsical woodland scenes, while spas absolutely demand the serene relaxation of a deep forest. Never underestimate the power of nature to transform a sterile office either. Bringing large-scale botanical elements into a workspace completely revitalizes the room's energy. It turns an uninspiring clinical box into a fresh, welcoming, and productive atmosphere. It's just phenomenal what a little greenery can do for focus. And finally, Section 4, the direct-to-wall advantage. Now, what's really fascinating here is this number, 600 plus. That refers to the staggering DPI, or dots per inch, that direct-to-wall printing actually utilizes. To put that into perspective, it means we capture photorealistic bark texture, incredible intricate depth, and super crisp leaf edges with zero visible dots to the human eye. Traditional vinyl printing simply cannot compete with this level of resolution. Which really brings us to the core direct-to-wall edge. Because this high-tech printing process bonds the ink directly into the wall itself, there is no vinyl, there are absolutely no adhesives. This means it is 100% seam-free, and we completely eliminate the peeling and bubbling that inevitably plague traditional wallpaper methods. Plus, the resulting finish is incredibly durable and super easy to clean. And the efficiency? It's genuinely unmatched. Astonishingly, most single-wall murals are completely printed and installed in under 5 hours. That's it. No messy glues, no drying periods, no fumes whatsoever. The space is ready for immediate use the absolute second the printer stops. The operational pipeline is so smooth, it's basically effortless. Step 1 is a professional design consultation resulting in a perfectly scaled proof. Step 2 is the flawless execution using that 600 plus DPI direct-to-wall robotics we just talked about. And step 3, well, that's total peace of mind, because there's no thick vinyl. When your style inevitably evolves years down the line, you just paint right over it. Ultimately, your major takeaway from this explainer should be this. Truly elevating a space requires a dual approach. You have to have a masterful eye for aesthetic curation combined with a strict demand for flawless, modern technical execution. You just don't have to settle for the design limitations of the past anymore. So, I want to leave you with this final, slightly provocative thought. Take a look around your own interior spaces right now. Look at that blank wall in your living room or maybe your office or your bedroom. With photoreal, bespoke nature now just a seamless 5-hour print away, what exactly is your blank wall waiting for?